It is the morning of Friday, May 24th. I just left camp a couple minutes ago. Left at 7:30 today. I feel like I went to bed with the sun at like 9. I woke up at like 6, so I got plenty of sleep. But man, I'm tired. Probably could have slept for a couple more hours if I wanted to. It's weird. Something that I'm not used to yet is daylight. The farther north I go, the longer the sun is in the sky. And as we approach the solstice, which I think is June 20th, June 21st, the days are also getting longer. So it's interesting on how long the days are getting. I think it's light at like 5:30 in the morning now, which is just mind-baffling to me. And I think it's getting dark, like completely dark at like 9-10. So just really long days. That is nice for hiking because I can hike very long hours and I can take lots of breaks and I can still like take down and set up my camp in the daylight. However, it means that the heat of the day is just longer. Starting to get into where it's going to frequently be into the 80s. And I do not like the 80s. I much prefer the 70s. So I guess I'll enjoy the 80s while I can before they hit 90s. At nighttime, it's been in the low 60s, which has just been perfect for sleeping. I have a very minimal sleep system with a unrated temperature sleeping quilt, and I have a fleece blanket in case I need it, although I really don't. I know that I am the first person on the trail past my campsite this morning because there are 30,000 spider webs that I need to walk through. A little totem pole and a view just off trail. I think this is called Auburn's something. See if I can get down there. Yeah. Nothing fantastic. It's quite foggy down there. Misty. So gentle downhill slope. Nice and easy. I'm using a app called Far Out. It gives me GPS location. It has like locations on the trail. Just walked into a bug, and it shows like elevation profile. And on Far Out, I don't know if you can see this. Look how steep that downhill is. The green line is the elevation profile. I'm walking into Port Clinton. Look how steep that is. I'm like halfway down that, and this is how steep it is. So that's the downside to Far Out. For some reason, the elevation profile is incredibly exaggerated at times. And that goes both ways. Sometimes it'll be like a gentle slope, like, let's just say like this, but it'll actually be like incredibly downhill. And it is quite frustrating because like, oh, you're looking ahead, it's gonna be an easy day, it's gonna be an easy day, and then it's definitely not. Or you're thinking, oh man, it's gonna be such a hard day, I gotta start early, I gotta take my time going through this section, and then it's just like the most relaxing walk you've ever had. So I've learned to not really accept it. I'll look at it, I'll recognize what it says, but as with most things on the trail, I'll see it when I see it. All right, Far Out was right. Going straight down the mountain. Oh, there's a deer in the middle of the path. A lot of big steps. Very downhill. Just finished that climb. That's what I came straight down. Ooh, train just started moving. Just did its bells. Backing up. I think it just swapped to a different track. And it's setting up to park some rail cars. Cool. I get to cross train tracks. Looks like two rivers combine right here. Yeah, you can see the turbulence of the two different speeds of water, making little whirlpools as they go. It's like a mile down this road. There is no sidewalk or anything to get to that breakfast place. So that might end up not being an option. I'm committing. It's worth the mile walk to for breakfast. I got myself too excited. Just outside Port Clinton, a different type of turtle. Very flat. Hello. The trail has been following this road for quite a few miles now. It's quite a nice relief from the rocks. But I'm sure to turn off of it eventually. I seem to be going on like a little tiny mountain range in between the next ridge line I'm going to be walking. So I'm kind of heading northwest or so, I think, now. And I'll probably end up climbing up another range and then heading northeast again. There are so many flies. The bug spray I have doesn't seem to do anything. I kept on intending to buy a mosquito net hat, but I never got around to it. I'm definitely gonna have to pick one of those up. I think there's an outfitter in Delaware Water Gap, which is still a couple days away. So if I remember, I'll try to pick one up there. Oh dear. You know, if you go that way, I'm just gonna scare you again. You can do it.
Little baby trail legs.
Hercules, look at this man.
Jeez.